Hi, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Can you believe we're already at it again? Thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to join me. I really do appreciate you. Listen, this is a whole thing, this isn't the easiest thing to do, but it is what it is. And again, I'll thank you every single time this camera comes on because I don't care. That's how I feel. Obviously, if you know anything at all about me or my show or the things that I believe in or the things that I say, whether it's a sidebar or actual subject matter, then I encourage you to definitely check out my page here on YouTube. YouTube's free. YouTube's great. I want you guys to definitely get to know me, and I've set it up so that you can know absolutely everything about me. It's in and of itself, I think, the best thing I've ever decided to do. Okay? I'm just throwing it out there. I've made some stupid decisions in my life. I have been the poster boy of all of the things you should not do. You know what I mean? And yet, here I am, trying to, relay some anecdotal kind of stuff to everyone every time, all the time this camera is in fact on. The camera, the lighting, everything is as bad as it can be. I absolutely have nothing. And that is why on this 850th upload here on my channel, I want to talk about this year and how $26.75 is what I can sum up the entire year's worth of value that I've, I guess, amassed. You often, will probably, if you're a normal person, have Googled somebody and then followed their net worth. Well, I wish I had a wiki page right now because my net worth is in the red. Okay, I'm like that guy who lost billions of dollars. He was worth like this much, and then like a year later he like was worth negative billion. Oh, I mean, only in a way that like I'm just net negative, not in the way that he was an absolute monster, stole from his country. I wish I could remember who this was, but I guess unfortunately for me, there's probably many examples of corrupt and evil people doing that absolute very thing that I just described, even though I'm specifically talking about one and I can't quite cite or remember what I'm talking about. It's pretty fair to say. So anyways, $26.75. Listen, I can't stress everybody enough out there how authentic this channel is. Again, to arguably my own detriment. This is the world I've created for myself. And honestly, I'm just happy that I have an awesome roommate and somebody in my life who's willing to be there for me when I go through these different things that I go through in my life. Most recently, the unrelentless commitment that I've made to this channel. And so let's talk about how this morning, after I did some videos, I walked on over to a resale place to sell some shoes because, we have nothing. I have nothing. And so quite literally, it's day to day. And that can be tough, I mean, I'm trying to apply for food stamps. There's a lot of things that are going on with me, right? And I mean, again, just even like talking to my roommate, right? It's sort of like just talking about it. It's like, okay, go get a job, get $12 an hour, work full time, and yeah, we'll have money in 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have a few $100s. It's not exactly going to help our situation. You feel me? Or my situation. And so the thing is like, it is what it is. And I want the record to show like where we're at now and then where we're going to be next year at this exact time. Because I can assure you that even if it is like a different set of circumstance, the things are going to change. Things are going to change because they must change. I am proactively taking a stand in my life in hopes that I can reclaim some of the very important things that I've lost, as well as, sort of like reintroduce myself to people in my life that I feel like I need a second chance. I just, because I'm a more mature person, I'm a grown up now. I'm really trying to figure out what's important to me, what in addition is important to me. Obviously, other than just I guess, trying to survive, on some basic level. I mean, forget even trying to be successful at this point. I have completely taken L's across the board for a handful of years now. And even more than that, before that handful of years, taken the biggest L's I've ever taken in my personal life. So, I mean, yeah, quite literally for me, the last decade has been entirely comprised of losses. Losses. Oh my goodness. I don't know why that happens. Again, it felt like it was going well, and then I couldn't say losses because I also wanted to say losers because that's the whole thing, but I messed that up for sure. Anyways, like, okay, I can't do this anymore. You feel me? Like, I don't want to owe anybody money. Like, I don't want to not be a part of people's lives that I absolutely feel like I need to be. Like, I mean, seriously, like, I mean, yeah, I run from a lot of things, commitment's not my thing, you feel me? But, like, I do care about, like, deeply about some of the mistakes that I've made that have caused different scenarios for me to plan out or to pan out that have not worked out in my best favor at all. Because I'm a stupid straight dude, you feel me? And like I can barely discern, when it's afternoon and night, I guess, because I just am or had been so focused on doing anything other than what I absolutely should have or needed to be doing. And so right now, as I talk to you guys, again, net worth is okay. And I wanted to do this actually because so the $26.75 that I got from two pairs of shoes that I sold to a local resale boutique, I got 26.75. Really nice shoes, by the way. And you know that at consignment or boutique places or at places where they buy your old stuff, that like they barely give you anything at all of what it's actually worth, right? Because they got to make a profit. They're paying rent in a brick and mortar. They got costs. They have employees. So rightfully so. That's the way it should be. But like, so I got $26.75, and now let's see, we're ending the year, right? And I know the year's not quite over yet, but trust me, if anything, I'll just be more in debt by next week than anything, holy macaroni. Anyways, so there's $4.04, okay? $4.04 left over from, doing what I needed to do. I got a pound of meat, some box dinner mix, a Red Bull for myself, because that's my Christmas gift this year to myself, was a sugar-free 8.4 fluid ounce can of Red Bull. That's what I bestowed upon myself. My Christmas gift is right here. And regardless, and then I also had a few bucks left over, and I got my roommate a 4-pack of Corona, because that was the cheapest thing that was there, and it was all that I could afford. So, listen, like, the things in life that matter the most are often the things that don't have a price tag, or just directly they don't have a price tag, right? Because we live in a world where everything costs money. I'm surprised that no company has figured out how to privatize air and we're not all being charged by the millisecond for all the air that we're using, because holy macaroni, we need to privatize and profit from everything, right? So I don't want that to ever come true. Please, Jesus or whoever's in charge in the secular world, or the atheist, agnostic, the Satanist, the Buddhist, the Jews, whatever. You feel me? Like, and I don't mean Jews in that derogatory sense, just in the plurality of Jewish people. Okay? So, like, seriously, don't try to pick apart what there's nothing to pick apart about. I'm just saying that, like, I do feel like money, it doesn't matter, and what I mean by that, obviously, is I sit here with $4.04 as an almost 40-year-old man with his phone disconnected, no prospects, no job, no income revenue. Like, I'm telling you this because this is still the way that it is, and I will maintain the way that I feel, even when the fortunate day comes around and I actually have stuff and I'm actually able to pay back the debt that I owe, and I'm actually able to afford to live, honestly, because at this point, like, I don't have no more shoes to take to the store to sell, you know what I mean? Like, and this is just all real talk. Like, I don't want to waste your time. You feel me? Like, that's something that I do and I don't want to do. I don't want to waste it, in that even when I say I want to waste it, when I'm trying to waste it, it's still productive in a kind of a way, matter of fact. You know, it could be you're watching my videos, and I do appreciate you, and I hope that you have a Merry Christmas Eve, okay? Seriously, shout to all my single people, and shout to my current net worth of $4.04. One day, my net worth will be just way, way more than that, you know. And I look forward to it, because then I'll be an active player in the day-to-day operations of not only how my life goes, but how other people's lives can be, even if it's just, you know, for a very brief time, or for more appropriate in the long term, because that's what I'm working on myself, trying to make this happen. Got to make 150 more videos in 6 days. I better get to it. I hope that you guys have a really good day, and thank you for watching my show. Bye.